Well, we're looking at two severe weather threats. One arrives tonight and into early Tuesday morning, especially northern northwestern Arkansas. Very low, if any, threat tomorrow during the day, but there could be an isolated thunderstorm that could be severe. The day that concerns me the most is Wednesday for the entire state, especially late Wednesday into the evening. I don't think it's going to be an overnight event into Thursday. You have a very strong storm system that'll be moving through. In its wake, and I'll get to this in just a second, some much cooler and drier air, less humidity. So you've got the typical collision in air masses, and I'm going to take you through everything, and even a new product. Well, it's not a new product. It's one that I haven't used very often, but it's called the Power Outage Index. And when I show this to you, don't take away from it that your power is going to go out. Don't, because there's so many other factors that go into this. But what this does show you is where the threat for severe weather is going to exist, according to the newest model data. So it's a handy tool in different regards. But let's get into it. There's a lot. All right, here's the risk for severe weather tonight, late afternoon into tonight. Notice out on the I-35 corridor in Oklahoma, the risk is extreme. And then it goes into a high risk, medium risk, low, very low. So these are going to be violent thunderstorms in Oklahoma and Kansas. They'll move east, stay severe, but decrease once they get into Arkansas. That does not mean we won't have severe weather tonight in northwest Arkansas. I think we will. Severe winds, hail, tornado threat, and flash flooding threats low, but severe winds, it's a medium threat for northwest Arkansas tonight. Sorry, that's supposed to say Tuesday. It's a very low risk. I apologize for that. Here's Wednesday, all right? This is the day I want to hone in on for the entire state. There's a medium risk for severe weather now for much of the viewing area. Could it go higher than that? I'm afraid there's that potential. Now, when I look at where thunderstorms occur late Wednesday, I think that there's a high threat for severe winds, 58 miles per hour or greater, and very large hail. There's an enormous amount of instability. Tornado threat, I'm putting at low at this time, but I can see a scenario where that goes to medium. All right, a lot to look at. One of the things I'm looking at Wednesday, look at these instability levels late Wednesday. They are in the extreme category. These are measured in joules per kilogram. These are generally between 3 and 4,000, and in some instances above 4,000, which is extreme levels of storm fuel present late Wednesday for the entire state. And what's going to diffuse that energy? Big thunderstorms. I think we should have. There it is. Forecast track tonight. Here are the thunderstorms with the main threat, high winds going into northwest Arkansas. I can see a scenario where these come in faster too. But this is at 1 a.m. Flash flooding is also a concern up here. High winds, and you can't rule out a tornado with this. This is at 3 o'clock. I still think they're strong to potentially severe at 3 a.m. in northern Arkansas. Low tornado threat, mainly high winds. After that, they begin to fall apart by 5 o'clock in the morning. We will be there for you. See how they really fall apart. So there could be a few showers and thunderstorms early Tuesday morning, but during the afternoon, there's really not much happening. But there could be an isolated thunderstorm, but the threat for Wednesday evening becomes more substantial. This is Wednesday. You see forecast track at 7 p.m. This particular computer model shows storms. Don't take it literally for the exact location, but generally in the Arklatex into eastern Oklahoma, you see thunderstorms develop, and these will be fast-moving thunderstorms. 8:30. I see these bowing segments here, and I see high winds being a primary threat, but there could be tornadoes too. Also large hail. Again, remember there's huge amounts of storm fuel. See how quickly they move? 10 p.m. There'll be a flooding threat as well. This is 10 p.m. The threat, according to this, starts to move east and south of central Arkansas. The timing of this can always change, but you're looking at high winds, hail, and even an isolated tornado possible with this. This is after midnight. It quickly goes away. This is the index that I wanted to show you. Don't take this literally and say, oh, my power is going to go out. But you see at 7:30 where this is high levels. I need to label this legend. But it's showing you where it thinks there's going to be high winds and a danger where there's going to be power outages. There are other factors that this does not consider about how well maintained the power grid is. Also, lightning can knock power out. And this is a model, so this is just guidance. It's not perfect. But you can see where it pegs a higher area with each one of these storms early Wednesday evening. And it shows at 8 p.m. that area in South, don't take this literally again, the location, but it shows there could be some power outages in southwest Arkansas with these storms and into the river valley. The one thing I want you to notice too at 9 p.m., how it moves through central Arkansas, and this decreases. You notice that? Because the storms decrease. Again, it's an experimental product as far as I'm concerned. Don't take it literally, but it does show you where the storms are going to be the most, the strongest to potentially severe. And then it shows you when it's going to dissipate. All right, so this is a collision in air masses where you get these high temperatures well into the 80s, but look at the high temperatures late this week in the 70s. So cooler and drier air, low temperatures at night go down into the 50s. Cooler and drier weather not far away. There. I hope I've explained it all to you. Make sure you download the Arkansas Storm Team app. Get those instant notifications set up. We'll have frequent video updates for you. It does look like a dangerous situation in Oklahoma today and in the northwest Arkansas. However, the threat is not the same in northwest Arkansas as it is in Oklahoma. It's still up there and you can still have severe weather. Tomorrow, isolated at best. Wednesday's the day. And we're going to continue to keep you updated. KRK.com. And of course, KRK4 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thank you very much for your trust.